Now, Pam said that she ain't with that lesbian stuff no more. She don't want you to touch her. She don't want you to think nothing. So don't rub against her. Don't do too much because she don't want y'all to know that she used to like women back in the Gap. When it was pretty clear when she was diddy bopping with P. Diddy, she was diddy bopping in some... Yeah, let's get into the review. What's the business, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for another review of BET Presents The Encore, Episode 2, Season 1. Baby, when I tell you this is probably my favorite reality show that's out there right now, shout out to Carlos King, baby, and shout out to Todd Tucker, okay, because y'all did the goddamn thing with this show. Y'all giving me all kinds of making the band with this shit, okay? Real reality TV from back in the Gap. That's all I gotta say. I feel like every time I review this goddamn show, I gotta just let it be known that I am forever, eternally grateful for this goddamn show. Because this is something fun for me to review. I ain't really got to be annoyed with reviewing this show. I can actually have fun to be my vibrant, carefree, outspoken self and my funny, comical self while I'm doing this damn review. So shout out to the people that made this show. Okay? I just had to let that be known. Now, when it comes down to it, we start off with what happened the night before. Now, people are still upset about this divisive comment. Aubrey is pissed off because, I'm getting a little tired of your broken promises. Said that she was being divisive for wanting two separate groups. In so many words, she's not lying. It is divisive, but at the same time, we do understand where you come from. At least I understand where you was coming from, but I can understand also how it comes across divisive. And until you understand how it comes across divisive, then that's on you. You're going to have to figure it out for yourself. How can she figure out that she's being divisive when she can't figure out what type of look she wants? Because I don't even know who the fuck I'm looking at. Let me tell y'all something. Aubrey got this damn resting bitch face for real, for real. She looks like she's angry in every damn scene. Her eyebrows is way down here. She got like 4 damn chins. You can fucking make a Rally's burger with her fucking chin. I mean, she looks like terrible, and I don't like coming for people's looks, but I like Aubrey gives me Casper the Friendly Ghost by the face. Like, she gives me like I just don't know. Like, her face is just like sour cream in a plastic Ziploc bag, and it's sagging. That's what it looks like to me. I just had to let that be known. Mrs. Cecilia, baby. She comes into the building letting them know what the deliberation of today is. And basically, they got to vote for a queen of the week. Now, basically, the queen is the leader. She stands firm. She holds the court. She does whatever you got to do. She's the one you come to. She's the one that's going to be running things, okay? And they all have to vote. Now, we already know that these twins want to be a damn queen. Aubrey want to be a queen. Keely want to be a goddamn queen. These bitches think that they're the front runners of this goddamn group, that it don't make no goddamn sense, okay? They all want a piece of the queen pie. That's what they want, and that's what they feel like they're gonna get. So it's time for them to vote. And I was looking at this shit like, as they were voting, I really thought that Aubrey was finna win. But baby, let me tell y'all who did win. Can't you see what you do to me? Our loves were meant to be. I can't get my Pam shit together right. Like, I can't get my Pam shit together. I really tried, but it's just not there yet. But I'm gonna get it together. I gotta watch the Can't You See video a few more times so I can master this shit, so I can do it in front of the camera. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get to, but I ain't there yet. We gonna get to it though. So, you know, like I said, Pam is voted queen, okay? Everybody feels like she's the best queen. She has a good energy about herself. She gives people a reason to live and breathe and be here, because if it wasn't for God, she would not be here, and she's going to let you know that. So now it's time for the studio session. They have a couple of songs, and the first song that they work on is a reggae song, okay? So they all go into the studio, and they do their thug thizzle, and most of them kind of sound good. But when it came down to Irish, not so much. Not so much, okay? Irish cannot fucking sing. And I don't care how much Tracy Braxton, Lamisha gets upset about that. Irish can't sing. And Lamisha can't sing either. Lamisha just needs to stay where she's 702 was cute. They were never that big of a group. I never really cared about 702 like that outside of Stilo and Where My Girls At and all I want and get it together and finally, like, I never cared for them like that, but they did have success. But their time has passed. And I just think that, Lamisha just needs to stay at the 9 to 5 that she's had for the last couple of years. And that's being, the manager at Best Western. Just continue being the hotel manager, giving everybody these points and everything like that, because the singing ain't working for you and Irish. And I don't know what the fuck Irish been doing for the last couple of years. I don't know what the fuck her job occupation is, but I know it ain't got nothing to do with singing, because her ass is rusty like the pipes outside. Period. Now, as much as Felicia been getting on my nerves alongside her stupid ass sister Fallon, she did give Irish some sound advice, because Irish don't have no control over her thin ass voice. So they gave her some techniques on what to do, because she's singing out of her nose and it don't sound good. So, what Felicia gave her was good, you know what I mean? But Irish don't want no direction, because she feels like, well, girl, I sold more records than you. I did this, I did that. Like, girl, we get it. Irish is the least accomplished group in this motherfucking building. We already know that. I've been saying it enough. But at the end of the day, you can't sing. They can, you can't. So at least listen to what they got to say, because if y'all gonna be a group, y'all got to work together. So if critiquing the way that if trying to help you out with the controlling of your voice is going to help you, you need to listen. Stop being so defensive. Listen to what she's saying, because what she's saying is actually facts. You do need to get it together on that. The girl who says that she don't want to be a part of the group is now in the studio, and she's doing a low note, which is pretty much the best thing for her to do, because she can't do shit else. So, but it makes everybody confused, because she said from the very beginning that she didn't want to be in the group. She just wanted to be creative director. That's what she said. But she's in the studio laying down a vocal. So if you just a creative director, why the fuck is you in the studio laying down a vocal? Bitch, pick which one you want to do. Do you want to be in the studio, or do you not? Do you want to be a creative director, or do you not? You got to pick which one it is, because you can't be a creative director, be a creative director being in the studio laying down tracks when there's other bitches in the group that actually want to be in it. So you need to make up your mind, because you're confusing me and everybody else. So while they're in the studio, Aubrey was in the studio with Pam. She leaned back, her hand went like this, and Pam hopped up and let her know that she didn't want to be touched like that, because she don't want people to get the wrong idea, because she was a lesbian in her past life. And this is why, she didn't want to be touched. She don't want to, give the wrong impression or whatever. So I was confused by that, because, girl, just because I highly doubt that sour cream face ass Aubrey wants to be with you. Now, did you feel uncomfortable because your strap on got hard or something like that? Is that why you felt the need to say that? Because I don't think it was necessary. Like, girl, we already knew you was a stud back in the day. I told you last week that you was the sexiest stud I ever seen when you was in Total. It was clear. We already knew that you liked more than Pizza Hut back in the day. It is fine, but at the same time, it was no need for you to bring it up at this point. Like, who the fuck cares about your past? I highly think that Aubrey meant anything by what she did. She wasn't trying to rub on you, feel on you, touch on you. I'm sure you're not her type if she is into women. But Pam, like, girl, you really lost me with that. I don't understand. Like, it is what it is. I get that you want to make it clear that you're not a lesbian, because people have been saying you're a lesbian for years, and you just admitted that you was one back together. You've been delivered from, giving women the red light special. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been delivered from it. It don't sound good when you say that, but it is what it is. And you offended, Aubrey and the rest of the women when you said what you said. It's just internalized homophobia. That's how it comes across. So Pam has that same conversation with Shamari and Nivea. She says that, I did, mess with women back in the gap, but that's not who I am anymore. That's not the life that I live anymore. And I just had to let that be known, because I'm very straightforward. I'm 100% real, and I had to let her know that the touchy-feely stuff, I don't like that. Now, if she doesn't want to be touchy-feely with another woman, that's okay. Just say that, but don't use your past as a lesbian, I don't know. I'm just confused as to what was her purpose of doing that. I'm still confused right now, and I just got through watching this shit like 20 minutes ago, and I'm very much so confused as to why the fuck she thought that was necessary to bring up. Okay, Pam. Okay, Pam. Okay, Pam. Okay, Pam. Okay, Pam. Okay, Pam. Okay. I liked it better when you were just talking about, you know, scriptures from Thessalonians and Job and, you know, Luke and Job and Hebrews and every goddamn thing else. I was fine with you doing that and getting in your pool pit and preaching the word to everybody. But with you talking about your ex past, your past as a lesbian, we don't care. Period. Lamisha and Nivea have a conversation about Keely. They don't know what she wants to do. Okay, and well, they're not having a conversation about Keely. They're having a conversation with Keely. All they know is that Keely said that she wanted to be creative director, not necessarily be in a group. That's what they know. But they don't know how she really feels because she says one thing and then does another. So it would be confusing to anybody. Only to the fact that you said, I just want to be a creative director. But you turn around and you laying vocals on the track. You got to pick a side. At some point you do got to pick a side. Later on, Fallon pulls Keely to the side and they start talking trash about Lamisha and Irish. They were talking about them dancing, they were talking about them singing. Fallon said that Irish can't sing. She can't. Keely was basically critiquing them on their dance steps. They can't dance. So it's like Lamisha is overhearing it and she's pissed off. Now, it's one thing to give constructive criticism, but it's another thing to just be a downright mean ass bitch. And Keely and Fallon were being bitches in that conversation to me. If I was Lamisha, I would have taken it that way when I overheard the conversation. Because Fallon been coming at Lamisha and Irish the most. They can't sing, they can't do this, they can't do that. They can't sing though. I hate to even agree with them, but they can't sing. But it's a way you address things and it's a way you do it, honey. And the way that Fallon and Felicia do shit, they come across like bitches. And their message always winds up being misplaced because of the way they delivered it. That's just the fact. So after she gets done overhearing the conversation, she goes to Shamari, Nivea, and Pam, and she starts crying to them. She feels like she needs to go home because she doesn't feel like she belongs here. Because everybody makes her feel like she doesn't. Nivea, Shamari, and Pam, they all give her love and support and tries to convince her to stay because it's a reason why they're all here. Pam says as the queen, she's going to call a queen court meeting, pretty much. So Pam holds court and Lamisha comes for the twins. She comes right straight up for the twins. She feels as though they talk down on people. They make people feel as though they don't belong, which they do make people feel that. They have been doing a lot of ageism from the very beginning. They've been talking about their looks. They talk about them not being talented. All of that stuff. They have done all of that. Because as a lot of the things that the cherished twins say is facts, it's the way they say it. They come across so bitchy and arrogant that it's hard to take it in. They don't constructively criticize anyone. They are straight up bitches to these women, and I ain't fucking with it. I don't care how nobody feels about it. They are being bitches. Like I said, some of the shit that they say is facts, but it goes out of one ear and out the other when they're being bitches. That's just real talk. So I don't care what nobody got to say about it. So then Keely winds up calling out the twins for some of the same reasons that Lamisha calling out the twins. And then she starts calling out Pam for her internalized homophobia. Now, Shamari feels like Pam cannot be homophobic because she dated women in the past. But that's not necessarily true. There are ways to be homophobic. There are several different ways to be homophobic. The first thing that she did was use her Bible scripture as justification for what she said. But a lot of times when people, and I'm just speaking from experience, not for something that I did personally, but me seeing other people. On the outside looking in, there have been people that have sat there, been with the same sex for years. They decide that they don't want to do it anymore, and then they go into this whole self-righteous ass shit trying to make themselves out to be better than what they are, or better than other people that are still engaging in same-sex activities, and they try to look down on other people when they too have done it in the past. That's what Pam is giving me. Like, okay, I used to eat the box back then, I don't know more, but you are dead ass wrong for eating the box. The Bible says so, but you wasn't thinking about the Bible when you was getting down eating the box. That's just facts. So I do get where it's coming from as far as Keely is concerned. And on top of that, Keely identifies as bisexual. So of course, she took it as if she was being homophobic. Everybody else thought that she was reaching, but I totally understood her point. So after that, Aubrey and the twins have a conversation about Keely. Aubrey is pretty clear that pumpkin-faced ass Aubrey don't like Keely. That's clear. She makes vision boards, and she wants to present it to the rest of the people. So she presents the vision boards to the people in the group. Everybody adores her idea. She took on the role as a creative director. She thinks that Keely don't know what job she wants. She says that Keely wants to be the creative director, but she hasn't made any moves. So then everybody calls Keely out on her shit, to the point to where she starts crying, and Felicia feels the need to defend Keely. I think that it's crazy that everyone is going in on Keely now, but especially Lamisha, because you know, I felt like Keely had your back, but then again, you're going in on Keely because she was talking trash about you and Irish behind your back, but Felicia was too, so I don't know. But Keely thinks that this whole thing is bullshit that Aubrey was trying to do, but they just don't see it. And Felicia, you know, gave, you know, Aubrey a little advice. You know, she stood up for her and everything like that. So they really don't know where things lie with this group. They really don't, and they don't know what direction they're going in at this point. And to be quite honest, neither do I. But I'm enjoying the show for what it is, y'all. I love this show. Y'all don't understand, y'all. I love this show to death. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. You know how K. Michelle said on Maybe I Should Call, I love him, I love him, I love him, I love him, I love him. You know, I love this fucking show. I love it. Probably one of the best pieces of reality TV that's out right now. Period. Okay? Now, as far as people that review this show, Color Me Pink does. If I'm not mistaken, Bondi does. Josiah will be doing it. Niecy is doing it. I think Jamie is doing it. If I'm not mistaken, who else is doing it? It's a couple of us doing it. Forrest Rock said that she'll be doing it. Jaylee doing it. And I can't think of nobody else, but those are the people off the top of my head. Please go and watch their reviews, and please support everybody's review, okay? Just like you supported mine, support everybody that I named, even if you don't know them. Still support their review, okay? So, with that being said, you guys, your boy is out of here. Be sure to like, rate, comment on this video, subscribe to this channel, and do whatever you see fit. If you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter and my Instagram will be in the description box below this video. With that being said, y'all, your boy is out of here. I hope you enjoyed my review and the show, and I'll talk to you on my next video. I'll holler at you later. Peace out.